And they're redoing Porky's with Howard Stern. Now, I like Howard Stern. I think he's an interesting, his one movie he made was an intelligent, clever movie. He's a shock guy, so you can treat him cheaply, but he's not to be taken that lightly. So I'll be very fascinated to see. I hear they have a script now and they're going forward. So I think it's very flattering, and I'm pleased that 4 or 5 of my films are being remade. And I'm going to remake, did I say this already? Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. I'm going to remake. I've written a new script as if it were the Monty Python did Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. But still basically the same story. But instead of $40,000, we'll have 15, 20 million. I just heard recently, this is the John Carpenter ripoff Christmas story, Black Christmas. No, he did not. The story, very briefly, was that John was an admirer of Black Christmas, and subsequently I was hired to direct his first screenplay, set in the mountains of Tennessee. It didn't end up happening. I had to move on to it was Warner Brothers. And John had asked me very quickly, I will tell you this, did I intend to do a sequel to Black Christmas? He admired it a great deal. I said, no, this was going to be my last horror film. But he said, but if you did, what would it be? And I simply said, it would be the next year, the killer would have been caught and he's escaped. He's come back to the town. No one knows he's back in Bedford, this small northeastern town. And I'm going to call it Halloween. So because of that, there's been a great deal of speculation that but he didn't. Number one, he wrote a screenplay, he cast a movie, he got a movie made, he directed a movie, he edited a movie, did the music himself. That goes far beyond a 2 or 3 phrase sentence. So John owes very little to Black Christmas. I think he liked Black Christmas. I think he was influenced. I hope he was to some extent, but not in any way. But he told me, and his composer told me, I met with him, who's now producing. He says, as a matter of fact, when Yablans brought the screenplay to John didn't write it as an original, he rewrote it. Or the idea, maybe I'm wrong. It was Yablans who brought the title Halloween, not John Carpenter. So John didn't even, I thought he did steal my great title, but then 15 other people have tried to make Halloween, probably. So John, I know you know very little. I hope you were influenced and admire, but Halloween is John Carpenter's movie.